Hello, victorious ones. How are you doing? I hope everyone is having an amazing, golden, victorious day in the Lord. So, I'm coming on here to talk to you about the woman who was caught in the act of adultery. But before I go into that story, let me show you what I've been reading today. So, you can get this on Amazon and you can also get it at Earring Circle. All right. So, in the book of John 8, it talks about these religious leaders bringing the woman who was caught in the act of adultery, to Jesus. And there was a large crowd. And, there was like, according to the law of Moses, we're supposed to stone her to death. And so they were asking Jesus, what do you say about this? And so isn't that something to ask in the word? Jesus is the word, asking him about the word, right? About Moses' law, when Jesus is the whole law fulfilled. Okay. So they brought the woman to Jesus, but they didn't bring the person who she was sleeping with. Okay. Scandalous. And they want her to be stoned to death. So Jesus didn't answer them. He went to the ground and started to write in the dirt. And he said, finally, he who is without sin cast the first stone. Go ahead and stone her. And the Bible said they started walking off because obviously everybody has sinned, and perhaps she was sleeping with some of the people that's there. We don't know. And so Jesus said, let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. And that's in verse 7. And then finally, the woman was left alone with Jesus. And that's what it's about. It's about us and God one-on-one, not everybody else. She was left alone with Jesus. And then Jesus asked her, he said, woman, where are they? Like, where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you? And she said, no one, sir. And then Jesus said, neither do I condemn you. And he said, go now and leave your life of sin. And that's what it's about. It's not about us stoning each other to death. It's about us being left alone with Jesus so we can get mercy and grace. That's why God says, come boldly to my throne of grace and mercy in the name of Jesus, right? So we can get help in the time of need. We're not supposed to be pointing out each other's sins and stoning each other. We got our own issues. We must go to Jesus on our own, go to God for ourselves. Yes, pray for other people too, but make sure you're praying for yourself because you have fallen short as well. We have all fallen short of God's glory. And listen, Romans 8, verse 1, there's no more condemnation if you're in Jesus.